Now we are going to discuss about the construction of Hamiltonian for the psi MO, and now we are considering a addition case where we have considered that psi MO is the additive combination of phi 1s A and phi 1s B. So we have ended with this relationship in the previous class, and now we are going to construct this Hamiltonian. Now if we are going to construct this Hamiltonian, we have to remember one important approximation method, that is Born-Oppenheimer approximation. So according to Born-Oppenheimer approximation, we are considering that the kinetic energy of this H2 plus molecular system only determined from the kinetic motion of the electron only. That is nuclei are heavy and they cannot move. This type of approximation we are considering. So the Hamiltonian will be similar to the Hamiltonian for the electronic Schrodinger equation, which we have noticed in the Born-Oppenheimer approximation case. So my Hamiltonian will be minus h cross square by 2me del r1 square. R1 is the coordinate for electron, and this can be presented as r1x, r1y, and r1z if you wish to. So the differential term contain three terms which are dependent of r1x, r1y, and r1z. Now the second term will be your potential energy term due to the electronic attraction force acting between electron and two nucleus. That is one attractive force, that is another attractive force. So this in between this electron and nuclei A, there will be a attractive potential energy. Again for this electron and this nuclei B, there will be attractive energy. So both will be your negative term, and that will depend upon the distance between this electron and the nuclei A and B. So that will be the expression for the attractive energy. Then we have a additional term which represent the internuclear repulsion term. That is also a potential energy term. That will be the Hamiltonian for the system. Now if I put the Hamiltonian on the previous equation, that means in this equation, then that will look like this. Okay, now I can do this because you see this for this first function psi mo plus, I have a 1 by this root term, and for this again I have a 1 by root this term. So that will be coming up as a square, and it will be constant quantity, so it will be outside the integral. Now I have to take I have to consider the integration of this big integration, which have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terms. If I multiply this 8 term and operate this operator on this function, then I calculate, it will yield me a 16 terms. The result will be 16 elements, or 16 term will come. Okay. To simplify this integration, we are considering 1 by 1. First, we will consider this 1s, phi 1s. This is phi 1s. Then we consider the operator this and this is square by 4 pi epsilon 0 Ra minus. Okay. So I have considered these two operator. Again, I operated on what? This phi 1s. Okay. This phi 1s. Okay, this function operated with this and that operator, and second function is this. That will be my integral 1. Now this operator is the kinetic energy operator, and this is the potential energy for electron in the vicinity of your hydrogen, in the 1s orbital of your hydrogen atom A. So that will be the energy of the ground state energy of the electron in the phi 1s a orbital. So we can write this energy as E1s. Okay. Whatever the colors line or color symbol are presented here, that implies and this is I have also mentioned here, that implies these elements are taken into consideration to construct this integral. Now the second integral is my which is denoted as a line of your violet line. So I have considered here the violet line as this. This is phi 1sa, then violet line this element. Obviously it is multiplied with this term. Now again I have considered this function. Okay, so violet term will be like this. So this integral, you can notice that this phi 1sa and this term is the potential energy term, and phi 1sa d tau. So if I look at this term, look at this, it is 1 by Rb. Rb is the distance between electron and nuclei b nuclei, and we are considering phi 1sa and phi 1sb. So the electron density here, so if I because this quantity is not dependent on phi 1sa and phi 1sb, so this two quantity will be constant for that, or they will not be operated. This quantity will be not be operated on this, and it will be basically this. These two term will yield me phi 1s a square. So that will be the basically the electron density. When electron density and multiplied with the charge square by your distance between the electron density, I am considering this is the orbital for phi 1sa and electron density here, and this electron density is operated with the that is the electron density attracted by the what, the nucleus B, because we have a Rb term here. So that is nothing, it implies the nuclear attraction and attraction towards the electron density, or the it's basically a Coulombic interaction or Coulombic attraction and of nuclei B to the electron density. Okay, I can say this electron density is centered here in this place, and this electron density is attracted by the nuclei B. That is the simplest one. So we can call this as a special type of integral, and this integral is known as Coulombic integral, and this is denoted by J. Similarly, we can have another part where phi 1sa, and then I have this term which is denoted as a line, green line, and phi 1sa. Okay. So I will have this type of integration. Now this d tau is depend on the coordinate of electron. Okay. Now that this RAB is not dependent on the coordinates of electron. It is only depend on the coordinate of your two nuclei. So it is not a function of in this d tau. So it is a constant quantity. So I can write this constant outside the integral, and my integral becomes like a normalized sub-integral, and the value of this integration will be 1, and now I will have a value is square by 4 pi epsilon 0 Rb. Okay, that is the value for third integral. Then we have already did this for phi 1sa, and phi 1sa. That is the phi 1sa in the left hand side of the Hamiltonian, and phi 1sa in the right hand side of the Hamiltonian operator. Similarly, we will do this for phi 1sa in the left hand side of the Hamiltonian. This is Hamiltonian left hand side, phi 1sa, and the phi 1s b, which is in the right hand side of the Hamiltonian. Okay, now we are multiplying these terms, and we will find out this integral, and for this we have put the sign in the upper portion in different color. So that is like this. So first integral will be like this. Okay, the first integral like this. Again, this the total. We know the Hamiltonian operator is a Hermitian operator. So as this is a Hermitian operator, so we can write this. It can operate on. It will yield the same result if we operate in the reverse order. That is this. So that will, again, if I operate this on psi a, it will yield me the ground state energy of the system, E1s. Okay, E1s and psi a. So this E1s will be outside, and then I have an integral which is similar to the your overlap integral, and this overlap integral is SAB. Okay, similarly I can have another function in another integral like this, where in previous case I have this both phi function are same, but in this case I have a function in the left hand side and b function in the right hand side of this operator. So what will be the result? And the value is the r value is 1 by rb. So I cannot tell this as a my Coulomb integral. It will be it is very difficult to tell the physical significance of this system, of this integral, and it's a purely quantum mechanical quantity. It basically comes from the superposition of electron density on the two orbitals. So it is very difficult to represent the physical significance of this integral. So this integral is known as your exchange interaction or exchange integral for electron in these two orbitals. Okay, and it is denoted as K. Now again I have a last integral, which is again about the nuclear interaction, and this RAB again is not dependent on d tau. So this quantity will be constant, and it will go to the outside of this integral. And again I have an integral which is nothing but the Coulomb integral, overlap integral SAB. So from this I can have I can calculate I have finished the calculation for the first one, phi 1sa, and I have already done for 8 terms. That means I have already 8 terms in my hand. Similarly I have to done for this phi 1sb. Now tell me that phi 1sa and phi 1sb are both the orbitals, 1s orbital of similar kind of hydrogen atom. So whatever the result I have obtained with phi 1sa, the similar result I will obtain for phi 1sb. That is, I can exchange the place. I can write either phi 1sa in first position or phi 1sb in the first position. That is phi 1sa plus phi 1sb or phi 1sb plus phi 1sa. There are two options. So both the things are equal. That's why we will get the similar result when we for the phi 1sb. So the result will come like the average energy will be 1 by 2 into 1 plus SAB, and then I have a 2 multiplied with all the 8 terms which I have noticed from the equation 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So the value obtained from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 equation. That all the value are in the right hand side. So that will be your E1s plus J square by 4 pi epsilon 0 RAB, and this term will to be E1s plus E square by that is will be 2 times, because one for phi 1s A and another for phi 1s B. So we will get this result. Okay, get this result. Now this E1s is a negative quantity, that is the ground state energy of the hydrogen atom, that is 13.6 electron volt. Now this J and K also negative. So I have two negative quantities, so only one positive quantity for this. Now we are calculating the energy second term using RAB. Okay. For RAB, RAB means the internuclear distance. For set of RAB, we have different value. Okay. Now when we approaching to form a bond between two hydrogen atom, then the addition of these two things will be negative. Okay, addition of these two things will be negative. That means E1s minus some negative value. That will be the energy of the average energy of the MO. So what will happen? Average energy of the MO minus this E1s will be a negative quantity. Negative quantity means it is less than, that is it is less than 0. So what we will have? The average energy of the MO plus will be less than E1s.